I first met Kurt Newman over 20 years ago. And at the time I was a young salesperson who was having success in the business-to-business environment, finding my own way. Lots of people find themselves in sales roles for all sorts of reasons, and some people succeed, some people fail, and really it's not known to many people why that is. What makes a good salesperson? There is no pathway to accreditation, there's no university degree. For many people, they simply have been able to make it work, and they continue to do that. I was one of those people. I had the responsibility of running a small sales team, and I met Kurt. And I have to say that from that moment, my life changed all for the better. Kurt helped me understand what it is to be a professional salesperson. His approach is from experience. He's a very experienced salesperson, and then he researches behaviour, human behaviour. The art of sales is to be able to create an environment where someone else feels comfortable enough that they will be able to give you a buying signal, which is really what you're in business for, to move on to the next goal. Understanding the limitations that are in all of us, and understanding how to change your own behaviour to get a better result from the sales call was skills which can only be taught. They're really not going to be stumbled across by anyone. Kurt helped me tremendously by developing professional sales training for the sales teams I was responsible for, and in fact my career grew to the point where I had teams in two separate industries. I ended up managing teams of around 150 field sales reps. We needed structure, we needed to understand who was really suited for the role and who wasn't. Lots of people end up in sales roles and then were never suited for it, so naturally they struggle. Kurt's work was sublime. His research was thorough. We developed training which we deployed, and we were able to rate the sales people as competent or not competent. And then I learned something really interesting, and that is that without in-field coaching, your training in a closed classroom environment is kind of a waste of money. I would be there for a week of training with really committed, energetic, wonderful salespeople. We've rated them as competent. They've been able to demonstrate the capabilities and the behaviours which we want to see in the field. I go out with them the very next week as an in-field sales coach, and guess what? They don't do anything. Everyone's forgotten everything. It's amazing how it happens, but it does. And without in-field coaching, training is a waste of time. So Kurt helped me to learn how to become a great in-field sales coach, and all of my sales managers were also trained in how to do it. So it's not just the training, it's not just the manual, it's not just the classroom experience. It is the overall behaviour of the entire sales function. Elements of self-worth. I'd never had come across this before as a measurement. And Kurt has ways of measuring all sorts of different things in your sales team, which you can then use scientifically to help them succeed. So if you have a sales force, if you've got a sales team on the ground or anywhere, then Kurt is probably a great place to start. If you're thinking, what makes them good? How can they be better? I don't know how to improve. Do I even have the right people? These are the sorts of things that Kurt deals with every day, and I have no doubt that he'll be able to help you as much as he's helped me, and now I have the opportunity to be a chief executive of a company. I wouldn't have had that opportunity unless I'd been able to have success with Kurt in building my sales career. So I'm quite happy to be a referee if you want to call me and tell you about working with Kurt.